Yo, what is going, guys? This is jmoneyhs back again with another video, and today we are going to be making a little tier list about all the legendary cards revealed for Perils in Paradise. This is the first time I'm looking at like a good bunch of them. I've seen the ones that came out, the announcement of the expansion, so I saw what was it? Buttons. I saw Buttons. I saw Lanissa here. But I don't think, well, I also obviously saw Marin. So I'll go ahead and put these three up at the front here. But I have not seen any of the other cards. Well, actually, I have seen AFK. But other than that, everyone else, I don't think I've seen. So this is gonna be my first reaction. If I get anything wrong, I'm sorry. I'm just going off of my first reactions. I wanted to save first reactions for you guys. But first, before we get into the tier list, be sure to subscribe, like and subscribe. It helps out the channel a lot, and it means a lot to me. Thank you all so much for all the support on the videos as of late. But anyways, let's go ahead and get into everything here. We've got Marin The Manager. It's been people have been playing with this card all over the place, no matter what they've been playing, whether it be Rogue, whether it be like a Reno deck, whether it be anything, honestly. It's just incredibly good, and I'm glad to see a Marin card actually see play. Because the Marin the Fox card from Kobolds, it was pretty bad. But anyways, yeah, Marin the Manager, easy S tier in my opinion. He's already seeing like tons of meta play, and you know, I think that's just going to continue once the expansion comes out in a little over a week by the time I am recording this. Let me know in the comments, what deck are you looking forward to playing the most? We've got Buttons, 5 mana 5/5 Death Knight card with a Shaman Taurus, so you can put in Shaman cards as well as Death Knight cards into your deck. I don't think this is going to be very good. I think this is going to be like a D tier. So we've got like S tier being like 5-star card, A tier being 4-star card, 3-star, 2-star, 1-star, and I guess 0-star or something. But anyways, yeah, I don't think Buttons is gonna see that much play. I'll put it at 2-star. You know, I don't think he's gonna see any play at all. I'm gonna put him in D tier. I just don't see Death Knight using it at all. I don't think it helps Death Knight in any way, shape, or form. Shaman, I don't see it seeing any play there either. They don't normally play a bunch of like different spell schools. They typically play like 1 or 2 and that's it. So you draw like 2 cards. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's worth it to me to run Buttons in my deck. Next we have Sunsapper Lanissa, 5 mana 2/6, Paladin legendary, Rogue Tourist. Your spells that cost 2 or less cast twice. This is gonna be a super broken card once it's released. Mark my words. Paladin is already broken enough as it is without any nerfs to hand buff Paladin or flood Paladin or excavate Paladin, and you give it rogue cards that can cast twice and everything. It's just gonna get out of hand really fast. If you want my honest opinion, AFK. 5 mana 0/5 neutral legendary. At the end of your turn, give all other friendly minions that didn't attack +2/+2. I think this just costs too much mana for it to be good. If you want my opinion there, I think it's better than Buttons. Because at least you get like +2/+2 to other minions that you play alongside it, or if you summon anything. Like, say you have mining casualties alongside the AFK and everything. your Silverhand recruits are now 3/3s that summon 1/1s. That's pretty decent. You could also go Flood Paladin with this. Put this card in there. Get your Ziliax buffed and any minions that didn't attack, like any any of the outlaws that didn't attack or something, just get buffed. I don't know. I think it'll see fringe play, but I don't think it's gonna be that good. I'll put it up here in like C tier, because I think it'll see like some to start out. Like there'll be some people experimenting with it, and then I think it'll fall right into here alongside buttons. That's my opinion on it. Then we have Arana Thrillseeker. 5 mana, 5/6, Demon Hunter, legendary, Priest Tourist. Damage your hero takes on your turn is redirected to a random enemy. This would be even more helpful if it was a Warlock Tourist. If it was a Warlock Tourist, Demon Hunter would be scary. But yeah, it's a good thing it's a Priest. That means that, what cards synergize well with Arana here? I don't know. I don't know any of the other like commons, epics, and rares that are coming into Priest and Demon Hunter during Perils in Paradise, but I don't think Priest has that much to where it can, let alone Demon Hunter has enough to where it can just do enough, but the effect is super good. The effect alone, I think, puts it in B tier. AKA like 3-star mode. This is for standard, by the way. I don't know anything in wild. If it's in wild, this goes down to F, this goes down to F, and then this goes down to F because it's just not aggro. Lanissa probably stays like A, but I don't know. But this is for standard. My thoughts on standard. But yeah, I think Arana will see play just purely because of the effect. And if they have any good cards alongside Arana for Priest and Demon Hunter, that'll be broken. But if they, thank God that it wasn't a Warlock Tourist card, or else we'd be seeing the rise of Demon Hunter Stone all over again, like it's 2020 Ashes of Outland. Ooh, I still get PTSD to that. Then we have Carefree Cookie, 3 mana 2/2 Shaman legendary, Murloc Pirate, tag to it. Demon Hunter Tourist, after a friendly minion dies, summon a random minion that costs 1 more. This could work out with some of the rush options, as well as Halveria. Does that make an aggro shaman good? I don't know. Not really. Because like in shaman, you really want either Reno support, or you want nature shaman support, or you want Wave of Nostalgia support that can swarm minions for really cheap, which you might be able to get with Carefree Cookie just running in your deck. Man, you know, if you have it in Wave of Nostalgia Shaman, does it make it better? Probably not. Does it make it more fun? Absolutely. Especially after you play the Wave of Nostalgia, you play the Cookie. You get even, you turn your legendaries that are about to die, that do die, and transform them into a minion that costs 1 more. I think that'll be a C. I think that'll see pretty good play. I want to play around with that. Maybe for a video. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. We have Caress, Cabaret Star. Okay, 5 mana, 5/5 Shaman legendary Naga. While in your hand, play 2 different spell schools to transform. Okay, what's the transform thing look like? What's the transform thing look like? Yeah, over here. Okay, so oh my god, it does a bunch of random things. Okay, so it can add two different things onto its battle cry. So the options are it can draw 2 cards, deal 6 to the enemy hero, freeze 3 random enemy minions, restore 6 to your hero, gain +2/+2 in taunt, destroy 2 random enemy minions, and deal 2 damage to all enemy minions. And then that's it. You can get any combination of those 6. That's cool. Do they get enough support for it, though? I don't think they do. But it just has to be in your hand. It just has to be in your hand, and you play 2 different spell schools. Like, the Shaman runs pretty good amount of spell schools and stuff. Maybe I'm putting it alongside Cookie because I think it's fun. I definitely want to experiment with that in Reno Shaman, especially if you can get that with Shutter Block. You know, that looks maybe you could pull off something real fun with that. I don't know, but we'll put it alongside Cookie in the C tier category. Next up, we've got Chillin' Vol'jin, 3-mana 3/3 Priest Legendary Hunter Tourist. Battle cry, choose 2 minions, swap their stats. Okay, so it's basically Vol'jin, but it actually swaps the stats instead of just swapping the health. I think this is going to be... Well, this is for Priest, though. I think this will be good in Zarimi Priest. For Reno Priest, I think it could be good. Because I think it could be a pretty good inclusion. Like, alright, at least. Maybe. I'm putting it alongside, I'm putting it a little bit above Cookie, because you could actually do some different... Well, actually, I'm going to put it in, I'm going to put it, like, in front of Cookie, because I think it'll be better than Cookie. But yeah, I think Vol'jin is a pretty good inclusion. Maybe, you know what, I'm going to put it up in the B tier with Arana. I think it's pretty safe that this is going to be a pretty good card, especially if you can steal the stats of your... swap the stats of like a small minion, like a 1/2 dragon or something like that, and like a big taunt minion in the way and stuff like that. And, you know, just pretty much easily swipe the game from there. Yeah, it could be pretty good. I think that'll be the main inclusion for it, is for Zarimi Priest, in my opinion, or Aggro Priest in general, where it just uses the swap the stats, and then you just, you know, do some things with it. Maybe you could use this card with Arana Thrillseeker and Demon Hunter. Maybe. I don't know. It'll be fun to play around with the tourist cards. That's gonna take a lot of getting used to the meta in this one. Things are shaking up a lot with the tourist cards. Then we got Cruise Captain Laura with 7-mana 4/5 Druid Legendary Pirate. Battle cry, summon 2 random locations. There's gonna be a lot of new locations and everything for Perils in Paradise. So I think based off the battle cry, the stats aren't much to look at, but I think it'll be pretty fun to play with. Maybe you could get a Prison of Yogg-Saron. If you get a Prison of Yogg-Saron, that'll be really good for you. But is it good enough to justify it being like alongside Vol'jin? Which I think Vol'jin will be better than Arana. But I think Arana will be definitely cooler than, you know, the chillin' guy. Funnily enough, ironic. But I think Cruise Captain Laura will fit in nicely between Cookie and Caress. And so now we move on to the last Death Knight legendary, Eliza Goreblade, 4 mana, 4/3 Death Knight legendary with 1 Blood Rune, 1 Frost Rune. So you could run her in Rainbow Death Knight. Death Rattle for the rest of the game. Your minions have +1 attack. That is pretty good, especially on rest of game effects. They are stupid broken. And yeah, put this in with hand buff like Death Knight. That'd be really good. I'm just saying. You know what? I'm gonna put it in A tier. I don't think it'll be as broken as Lanissa and Marin are, but I think it'll definitely see meta play, and it'll definitely become a problem at some point, probably. But I can definitely see this seeing play in hand buff Death Knight, because especially if you can use that, what's it called, the Yodeler on Eliza Goreblade, just to give your basically gives your minions a +3 attack for the rest of the game, with you triggering the Death Rattle twice and then proccing the Death Rattle with Eliza dying. You know, that's just really good. Then we have Gorgon Zoru. I love that it's just made out of cheese. 3 mana, 3/3 neutral dragon. Legendary minion that Battlecry, get a 2-cost cheese that summons 3 1-cost minions. It upgrades each turn. Oh, so you can get Battlegrounds levels of greedy with this. Huh. That is interesting. I don't think it'll be any good, but man, if you play Gorgon Zoru like really early and hold on to him for a good while, that'll be too late in the game to do anything. But I think it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see, especially if you get heck, just play him and then like 2 turns later you swarm the board with 4 mana worth of. You play 4 mana, get 6 3-cost minions. You know, think about that. But yeah, I don't think it'll be that good, but it'll be fun. That's what's important. That's what's important, you know. Content. Then we have Grifta, Trusted Vendor, 4 mana, 4/5, the classic Grifta stats. Neutral legendary, Battlecry, discover an amazing amulet to give to both players. The enemies is a phony version. Okay, I need context. I need context. Where's the neutrals? Oh my god, there are so many amulets. Holy shit. Grifta sounds fun as fuck to play with. I think it'll be... because you're giving your opponent like something similar, with a little bit of a downside, but like, you know, still, I'm gonna put it in B tier. I think it'll be really fun, especially to like do Grifta. Put it in Reno Warrior, get double battle cries. Discover 2 random amulets that really fuck over your opponent. That'll be really fun. Do I think it'll be good? No. But honestly, I think it goes down here. And let's move up Cookie into B tier, because I think Cookie will be a better card than all 4 of these. Yeah, okay. Then we have Ham the Hungry, 6 mana, 3/3 warrior legendary with a Druid Tourist tag. Taunt at the end of your turn. Eat a minion in the enemy's deck to gain +2/+2. Dude. Warrior has enough, okay. Reno Warrior just got even more stupid. This is going to be the best card in the set. Ham the Hungry is going to be the best card in the set. Literally, like, Reno Warrior already has enough deck disruption with with the Boom Boss Thogrin. Now you're adding in Ham the Hungry, and you're giving it Druid. You're giving it Druid card. You're giving it Ramp. You're giving it like Malfurion's Gift into Wild Growth. This is too egregious in my opinion. There's going to be so many people playing Reno Warrior day one. I can already tell. And then we have Insidious. Fun. Copyright infringement much? 6 mana, 2/10, neutral legendary elemental. At the end of your turn, upgrade your eruptions, battlecry, shuffle 5 eruptions in your deck. And then the eruptions, let me go ahead and go read them. They start out at cast when drawn, deal 1 damage to all enemies. Enemies in general. Dude, this in Reno Warrior, holy shit, that'll be really good. I think this is gonna be up here in the A tier cards. Like you already start with it getting to to deal 2 damage AoE to everything of your opponents. That is really good, and especially if you can do that over and over with Bran, dude. I'm making a mean Reno Warrior deck with Druid Ramp cards. I'm telling you that. They did this to me, all right? They made me do it, all right? They printed the Broken Battlecry cards. I didn't have a hand in doing this at all. And especially if you can get Marin the Manager to get Wondrous One to get both of these as well as Bran. Jesus Christ, dude. Jesus, it's like they want us to play Warrior. I'm confident putting Buttons and AFK down to F tier now at this point. Gorgon Zoru going down to D. I think it's safe to say in that that's gonna happen. King Tide, 4 mana, 4/4, Mage Legendary, Battlecry. Both players' spells cost 5 until the end of your next turn. Ooh, you could really cheap out the... Not only is this really good disruption against Rogue, like, oh my god, this is amazing disruption against Rogue, but like, whew, you could really cheat out like a Galactic Projection Orb. That is really good. I love the disruption against Rogue. I don't think it's going to be that well because, you know, Mage wants to play Spell Mage, if in all honesty, and they have a lot of cheap spells. So you know what? I'm putting it like down with Gorgon Zoru. I love King Tide, but like I don't think it's going to be that good. But you could really cheat out a Sunset Volley and everything. The turn after you, like, turn 4, play King Tide. Turn 5, Sunset Volley. You know, that is the dream combo there, without a doubt. But are people going to actually do that? Yeah, people are going to do that. So, you know, I'm putting it back up in C tier. Then we have Maestra, Mask Merchant, 6 mana, 6/5, Rogue Legendary Warlock Tourist. Battlecry, discover a hero card from the past from another class. Whew, got me wanting to play Rogue. Will it be good and consistent? I don't know, but it'll be fun. That's how Rogue games usually are. It'll be fun for you to play as, but like, ooh, that's gonna go up in B tier. Yeah, that is super fun. Especially if you can get like one of the broken hero cards like Frostlich Jaina or Rexar, or, you know, anything, honestly, except for Thrall. You don't want Thrall. You could also get Zul'jin too. Zul'jin with the rogue cards. Oh my god. It's really good. That's really busted. I don't want to think about it. Okay. Then we have Mista Vista. That's amazing. 5 mana, 5/5 Druid Legendary Mage Tourist. Battlecry. In 3 turns, replay every spell you've cast between now and then. Ooh, again, if you play this and then the next 2 turns, you get freaking double Sunset Volley. That you play 4 Sunset Volleys. That is incredible. And then you play the Galactic Projection Orb, and then you play it again because it's the only 9 mana spell I believe in Mage that they have. That is insane. But it's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun. But I don't think it's gonna be that good. I think it's just gonna be like in D tier. I think it'll be right here because you have to wait 3 turns. In 3 turns, you could be dead. But you could get off 2 Sunset Volleys and a Galactic Projection Orb. So, take the good with the bad. Then you have Narain Soothe Fancy, 4 mana, 4/4 Priest Legendary. Get 2 fortunes that are copies of the top card of your deck. I actually did see this card. I saw like a little bit of preview gameplay for this card once it got announced. I saw like the little preview trailer and everything where I showed the gameplay. So yeah, you get to constantly see what your opponent is going to draw, and you get to play around it. That is automatic inclusion into Reno Priest. Automatic. And especially if you get if you're facing a Reno Warrior, you get to actually play Bran. If they have it on the top of their deck, you get to just play the Bran, then it's probably the Reno Priest that wins that match. But yeah, the Soothe Fancy gotta be up there in terms of the cards. I got it in A tier. Then we got Party Planner Vana, 6 mana, 4/4 Warlock Legendary. We haven't gone over the Warlock until yet. But yeah, Battlecry. If you've taken 8 damage on your turns, summon Ouroboros. Not Ouroboros. Okay. Let me see what Ouroboros does. Okay, so Ouroboros is 8 mana, 8/8 snake beast that taunt, death rattle, give a minion in your hand, death rattle, summon Ouroboros. So it's basically just constant as long as you have a minion in your hand instead of on the field like Greybow. In some cases it's better, but in some cases it's worse. I don't know. I don't think Vana is going to be that good because the Warlock decks, this doesn't synergize with the Pain Warlock or Insanity Warlock in the slightest. So I think Vana is just going to be one of those cards that just for wild only. If you want to, play things with it, you can do Demon Seed shenanigans with it. That's a possibility. So yeah, wild players, here you go. More stuff for Demon Seed and Wild. Let me know what you think about that. Then we have Patches the Pilot. He is coming back into Standard. 1 mana, 1/1 Demon Hunter Legendary. Battlecry, shuffle 6 parachutes into your deck that summon a 1/1 pirate with charge when drawn. And those pirates do not die instantly like the ghouls do for the Death Knight hero power. This doesn't really synergize with Arana. But I think patches, especially if you get it on turn 1, it'll be like top of B tier. It'll be really good. And then once you draw everything, if you get Jotun as well, like you can just you get 2 whenever you draw the first one on your turn and stuff like that per parachute. But you don't get it like if you draw a parachute into parachute into parachute. You'll have to wait a little bit. But I like patches. I wasn't fortunate or unfortunate in a lot of cases to be playing in Patches of Pirate charge meta and everything when it was first coming out in Gadget Zan with Pirate Warrior and everything. This is not even a close second or anything like that. But, you know, I do like this, to be completely honest. This is actually the patches that you want to have in the mulligan. You actually want to have it on turn 1. But yeah, I do like the flavor of there's patches that you don't want to draw and there's patches that you do want to draw. But yeah, I think it's pretty funny. Then we have Ranger Gilly, 6 mana 4/6 Hunter legendary warrior tourist. At the end of your turn, get a 2/3 Crocolisk. So you get a River Croc. Okay. Death Rattle, give all minions in your hand +2/+3. That's fucking ass. This is pack fodder. This is pack fodder. It's not even got good stats to it. It's a 6 mana 4/6. No synergies or anything. I mean, the hand buff could be, but like, dude, this is a 2-pack of ass. If I'm being completely honest, that's pack fodder. That's all I gotta say. Pack fodder. At least you got like warrior cards, I guess. You could do Reno. You could do a true Reno Hunter with like both Bran and oh god, okay, well, yeah, maybe you do want to play it just so that way you can play Bran as well as Theldurin and everything. Since it's a warrior tourist, that's the only thing it's got going for it. But in terms of the effect, it is garbage. It is garbage. If it did hand to hand deck, it would be like here, but it's got to be like here. The only thing going for it is that it's a warrior tourist, so that way you can run 2 Highlander cards in this in Hunter and everything. Yeah. That's the only way this card is ever going to see any play is because of this. Yeah. And then we've got Raia Sand Sculptor, 4 mana 2/5 Mage legendary Paladin Tourist. After you cast a spell, summon a random 2-cost minion and give it Divine Shield. You cast a lot of spells, but are they worth it? Not really. Well, I'm going to put it in D tier. I don't think it's going to see any play at all, if I'm going to be completely honest, because if you're playing Raia, you have to play something behind it. You can't just play Raia and hope it sticks on turn 4. Mod Paw doesn't even stick on turn 4 or turn 3 sometimes whenever you play it. But yeah, it's an alright effect, but I don't think it's good enough. I don't know. Mage could have gotten like a million more super cheap spells, and I could be off my rocker. But I don't know. I haven't looked at it. This is just first look, first thoughts. Then we have Sankazel. I I think that's how you say it. 5 mana, 3/8 Paladin Legendary Elemental Rush. After this attacks turn into a location, and it's not a random location, it's a specific location. Let me go ahead and get Sacqua pulled up. It turns into a 5 mana location where it gives a friendly minion +3 attack and rush, and then it turns back into a minion with the durability and the health coinciding as long as it's still on the board. With this in Flood Paladin, that's gonna be like right up here, honestly. Like, this is going to be really good just because you can play it in, like, Flood Paladin or something and, you know, get, like, a bunch of rushers and go wide, you know. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts about Sacqua in the comments as well. And then you have Sacqua, 7 mana, 4/5 Hunter Legendary. Battle Cry, repeat each card you played last turn. So this is basically like Murazond, the Infinite from Priest in Descent of Dragons, except you repeat each card that you played last turn. So if you played Stranglethorn Heart last turn, you can play it right here and replay it and get another King Plush. Will it be good enough? Probably. Maybe. I do like the effect. I do really like the effect. I'm gonna put you right here in B tier. I really like Sacqua. But I think it'll be a way worse Murazond. Murazond, the Infinite, was like 100% an S tier card in Descent of Dragons because you literally just play whatever your opponent played the previous turn. Sorry, you know, I don't know. let me know if you think Sacqua is a whole lot better than what I think or anything of that nature. I could be off my rocker. Once again, I could be. But, you know, then we have Summoner Dark Marrow, 4 mana, 4/4 Warlock Legendary Death Knight Taurus Undead tag. So you could run it in hand buff Death Knight. Your Death Rattles trigger twice. You really could run it in hand buff Death Knight, hand buff Warlock Death Knight thing. After you play a Death Rattle minion, destroy it. So you play this, and then you play the Amateur Puppeteer, and then you play the other Amateur Puppeteer. Your hand gets buffed by +8/+8. That is fun as fuck. But is it going to be good? There's a lot of good Death Rattles in Death Knight. Is there enough good Death Rattles in Warlock, though? That is what kind of rattles me about it. And then also, it doesn't really synergize with a lot of the cards in Warlock right now because it's not anything to do. It could help out with Pain Warlock, maybe. I don't know. Depends on what it hand buffs or like what it does, you know. But I don't know. You could also run possibly the Yodeler in Dark Marrow Death Rattle Warlock as well. I'm gonna say that they're gonna run Death Rattle Warlock or something. Let's go with the top C tier. I don't really have a lot of thoughts on it, but let me know what you think about Dark Marrow. I could be complete. Again, I've been saying it like a lot of times. I could be completely off my rocker, but you know, I think this will be a pretty alright card, and I think for all pretty alright cards, it deserves to be like right here, in my opinion. Then we have the Rye Cleaver. Oh, that is amazing flavor text. That is amazing flavor title. 7 mana, 4/2. Oh, bad stats. That's gonna kill the card. Warrior, legendary weapon, battle cry, and death rattle. Get a slice of bread. Get 2 to sandwich any minions in between. Okay, what do the sandwiches do? Okay, minion sandwich. Summon the minions stuffed in this sandwich. So, the bread, get another slice of bread to stuff all minions in between into a 2-cost sandwich. So that just summons everything? Oh, right, Cleaver. Down here. Down here. Honestly, this is not gonna, like, synergize with anything warrior-related. Like, maybe ham? Maybe it synergizes with ham, but it definitely does not synergize with anything warrior wants to do, which is, you know, Reno warrior. It does not synergize with that in the slightest. So yeah, that's gonna put it like worst card down here. It would be even with Ranger Gilly, if it didn't have the warrior tourist, the Rye Cleaver would probably still be the worst. I do love the flavor of it though, and it gives you a sandwich. But I don't know. Then finally we have Treasure Hunter Eudora, 6 mana, 4/5, pirate legendary for rogue. Battlecry, go on a side quest to discover amazing loot. Play 3 cards from other classes to complete it. What side quests are we talking about? What side quests are we talking about, Eudora? It can give the duels rewards. Oh, dude, that's gonna be like right up here. Yeah, A tier, honestly. I think it's really cool. Is it gonna be good? Probably not, but I think it's gonna be like really cool, and it's easy to complete. All you gotta do is just play 3 cards from other classes. Rogue does that in literally 1 turn, so you know the next turn, or maybe later that turn, with the what's it called, the 5 mana 4/3 that discounts something by 3. You play it and stuff like that, and you know. You basically complete it that same turn. I don't know. I think it could be really good, but also it could be really bad in some games. But it depends on what you do get. You do get to discover, so that does help the case a whole lot better. And especially if you get Keldalar, that will be fucking busted. And I will hate Rogue forever if they do that. But yeah, in honesty, I think Marin is by far the best legendary card in the expansion. If we are talking about pure legendaries and everything. Yeah, pretty evenly distributed tier list. I'm surprised at how it came out so even. But anyways, let me know what you think the most broken card in most broken legendary in Perils in Paradise is. Do you think it's Marin? Do you think it's Ham? Why is it Ham? Or why is it why is it the Rye Cleaver, the most broken card in the Perils in Paradise? But yeah, anyways, hope you did stick around to this part of the video, because I am curious about like what you guys think about these legendary cards. And let me know especially what's your thoughts on Ranger Gilly. I really want to know your thoughts on Ranger Gilly, because I think the card is a pack of ass. It would be down here, but it has the Warrior Tourist tag on it, so you can play Deep Miner Bran in there as well. And Inventor Boom. I just think this. You know what? This is gonna get a whole lot better. This is just gonna okay. This is just purely because of the Warrior Tourist tag. If it didn't have that, this card would be the absolute worst in this. Right above the Rye Cleaver. But it has the saving grace on it that it has the Warrior Taurus, so you can actually run two Reno cards in there as well as a Reno Lone Ranger as well. And then you have Unkiliax as well as the Inventor Boom. You can summon multiple copies of it. That is stupidly busted. And then you can play Boom Boss Thogrin. You know, it's gonna be Reno Hunter and Reno Warrior all day one. Okay, I talked myself out of giving Ranger Gilly a D tier. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Once again, hope you did enjoy this video. Let me know what deck you're excited to run as soon as Perils in Paradise launches on the 23rd of July, which is going to be 9 days from when I post this. I'm going to be posting this on Monday the 14th. Well, no, not Monday the 14th, Sunday the 14th. I get my days mixed up a little bit. But anyways, thank you all so much for watching, especially to the end of this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. And I will catch you all in the next video, where I'll probably be ranking a different tier of card, probably epics next or something like that. We're going to be ranking all the cards at some point. So everyone, you're not safe. And with that being said, I'll catch you all in the next video. Take it easy.